now it's gonna work. I don't know, man. It's weird. Yeah, so now YouTube's up. All right. For people watching on YouTube, welcome to the stream. We've been working on this character. Just kind of messing around. Chatting. NARP. Let's see. Okay. Let's do this. What's going on? Yeah, I've been like really fascinated with like early internet, old internet kind of stuff, like the back rooms, like creepy stuff like that like feels very very niche in a time of like late 90s, early 2000s internet era. I know they're not, they're like various times, but it feels, the aesthetic feels very much like that. Very vaporwave. That's something I still can't really get though, is the vaporwave music. It just doesn't do it for me. Like every time I listen to it, I'm like, it just sounds really distorted. Like it's supposed to be distorted. It's supposed to be like nostalgic, distorted, but it's just like I don't know, it's still like aesthetically doesn't, that the music doesn't aesthetically please my ear at all listening to it. It's just, I think people take it too far, like the warping, so it's just not for me. Maybe I'll go back and listen to it, give it a shot. If somebody has recommendations of good ones, that'd be great, because the ones I've listened to, like Mallsoft, there was like a playlist that I found of like Mallsoft, which is like kind of vaporwave, but like they took like the aesthetic of like walking through a mall. I kind of dig that. That was all right. And you can kind of see that inspiration in like a lot of like my promotional stuff for like my stream and stuff. Been really kind of obsessing over that aesthetic, 80s, 90s, early 2000s internet aesthetic. This is my midlife crisis. Me just changing the aesthetic of things that I do to capture some sort of nostalgic. I haven't been in Magic the Gathering lately because I've been obsessed with Pokemon TCG Pocket, but I kind of want to dive back into that too. I want to do a stream where I play that. That's easier to stream because I can just play that on my computer here. But yeah, I haven't made a Duskmourn deck yet, so I'm not really super. I love the concept of Duskmourn. I'm not really feeling a lot of the cards. The lands are sick though. The lands are probably my favorite in a while. Some of my favorite lands are in the Duskmourn set. But yeah, no, I wasn't feeling a lot of the actual cards. And they just put sets out so quick. Like it's like hard. It's like hard. Like it feel that's where it feels like work with Magic the Gathering. That feels like it's like, okay, let me build it. Because you want to try to build a deck. That I feel like it's good to like build a deck with a set that you like, and then try to do that with like every set. That's like where I find the fun in it. I really liked building sets with oh my gosh, the animals. I'm forgetting the set name. Bloomborough was one of my favorite sets so far. I really enjoyed that set. Sorry, I'm trying to find something here. Let's see. What are we looking for? Okay, I must have missed it. Let's see. Okay. What I'm looking for is just missing, apparently. Alright. It's fine. Just work with that. get a preference for her red hair. All right. looks pretty good. Fiodo on Twitch. What's going on, man? It's going good. It's going good. How about you? Just kind of chipping away at this commission here. Kind of taking my time with it. Just kind of messing around. Seeing what colors I like and stuff. Hope you're doing well. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, I started with the pants, and then after I rendered them pretty good, I realized that they're supposed to be more like darker, so now I have to go back. Working on a logo today. Yeah, I love doing logos, especially if you like. I mean, it depends on the client. Sometimes they like, I want this idea, but I just can't make it. But I like when they trust the designer a little more and try to like have you. I used to like making branding guides. I used to make brand guides for companies a lot. So you're just kind of throwing a bunch of ideas at them and let them pick and narrow it down. I enjoy that part of the process for sure. But yeah, no, I think it really depends on the client. But yeah, overall, I really enjoy making logos. What kind of if you can divulge, what kind of company are you making logos for? Nice. Yeah, I definitely like ones that trust the designer more. That I think that makes for a better logo when they trust your expertise. Like I have one client that's super I still do some design work here and there. I have one client that's like super like particular about like their ads that they make, and so they end up kind of being the same thing over and over again, which is easy money for me, but it's kind of boring. Sick. Yeah, retro aesthetic is coming back, especially like 90s, 80s kind of. Yeah, I mean, sometimes, I mean, it's a good paycheck for sure, but yeah, I definitely, it does feel like creatively draining when you have to like do like an ad set and you're like making like this. Yeah. Oh my gosh, no. When they want like hyper detail on a logo, I'm like, this thing's gonna look awful from like 10 feet away. Like, if somebody's looking at that from not this close to their face, it's gonna be awful. But that's when you just kind of like swallow your pride and be like, all right, man, whatever, and you just like get paid for it, and that's it. You get out of there. Get paid, get out, for sure. I kind of miss design. I haven't done a ton of graphic design work outside of like that one client that I do like ads for in a long time. I haven't like done any like branding guides in a bit. It's been a bit. I primarily just do this now, which is, it's nice. I like it. I think this is more where I belong, but yeah, sometimes I make logos for like my own stuff primarily now, like my board games and stuff. Oh, he was wanting to change the logo over time. Oh no. I mean, it's, if they offer to pay you more and more, yeah, whatever. It's gonna change over time. It's gonna change over time as the bee grows. So is it gonna be like the life of the bee? It's like from, I don't know. It's a weird situation. So I accidentally ghosted him. No. Oh God. I had one person reach out about a character, right? They gave me like 7 paragraphs about their character, and that's great. I think it's great if you give me a lot of information. You don't even have to give me a lot if you don't want to. But they were like, yeah, no, that sometimes they just can't commit. Because they're so focused on spending the money that they like can't just stick to a direction and like see the investment. Yeah, but this person was like so cautious. They were like, I hate when people do this. It's like, I offer a discount through Patreon. So like if you sign up for Patreon, you can get a 10% discount on commissions. And that's great. I think it's totally fine if you do that. I love that. Join the Patreon. You can even follow for free if you really want to. Just to get more posts and stuff. However, this person reached out and they were like, hey, I noticed you offer a discount for commissions through Patreon. Can I sign up for a month, get the discount, and then cancel? And I'm like, I guess, I mean, you'll be an asshole, but like, I guess you could. Like, I'm not gonna stop you. Like, if you want to live with that on your conscience, I guess, and be a jerk. Like, you're not even gonna like commit to like more than 1 month at like a $2 tier. Like, come on, like, don't be. Like, it's like to save them like $18. Like, you know what I mean? It's like whatever. It's totally fine. People do that, but to say it out loud is like where shit gets weird. Like, it's fine to do that, but like to like say the shitty part out loud is like really weird. But then in the same email, they were like, and they asked that question, sent me like 10 paragraphs of their character, and then at the bottom they'd be like, I'm still not sure if I'm gonna like go with you, like, I'll let you know, I'm checking with some other people. I'm like, nah, we're good. It's like, no. I got a backlog of people that are waiting for stuff. I'll just stick with them, and I'll stick with the people that are chill and commit. That's only one though. Like, I usually get pretty great clients. I've lucked out with clients, especially this year. everyone's been super cool and patient, and I've been really grateful and lucky with the clients I've gotten. That one was just a really funny one. I was like, man, I appreciate the honesty, but just sometimes the best route is to just not say anything at all. If that's what you think your strat is gonna be, that's fine. Go with that strat, but just don't tell me. Yeah, for sure. Like I think a lot of people forget that like we're also people. Like it's like okay, like I don't know. It's weird, right? Because like I'm grateful for them supporting a human artist in general, and not just like going and getting AI art. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, but like you could just do that then. Whatever. Like if you want to save some money, I'm all for it. Save some money. But like telling me, like asking me if that's okay, is like really weird. Like just do it. Just whatever. See if it works. If it doesn't work, oh well, you pay an extra $2 on your Patreon membership. I had one person join the Patreon because they were hoping for a digital download of a specific piece of art that wasn't available on Patreon. They were like, hey, can I get a digital download of this? I signed up for the digital download tier. I'm like, oh no, it doesn't really work like that. Like that's a print that you can buy in the shop. But there are digital downloads that I make exclusive for Patreon, or at least early exclusives for Patreon, and you can download those. And they immediately canceled their membership. And it's just like, okay, like that's fine. It's just crazy, like how it's weird. It's like on one hand, it's like you kind of respect it, right? You're like, all right, cool. You're trying to coupon your life, and that's good. Save some money. But like doing it from somebody that's like asking you for like $2 a month or $5 a month, like just like the point of Patreon is like the perks are just extra stuff. You're really, most of the time people are there just to support the artists because like you can't afford a commission, or like but you like their work or whatever. Like that's usually the primary thing. I'm trying to wheel and deal, like you can just pay $20 for a print and just buy the damn print. Like, you know what I mean? Like whatever. Stop trying to like squeeze me out of like $10 or whatever. You know, like whatever. Just it definitely lowers my respect for certain people when they do that. Like I'm all for people taking advantage of sales in the shop or whatever, but like I don't know. Think about the person you're wheeling and dealing from. You know, like think about like who you're getting the deal off of and like what impact that has on them. Like, or like when people leave a review, right? 1-star review, you think the thing is shitty, it's fine. 5-star review, you think the thing is great. You're an asshole if you leave a 4-star review. I'm just calling it like it is. If you leave a 4-star review and your review says this thing was perfect, it was great, and you leave a 4-star review, you're an asshole. Like that's it. Like I'm saying it. Because that 4-star review has such a huge impact on like a shop. It's wild how much of an impact that has. It sucks. Like a 1-star review, you were disappointed with the product. But if you give a 4-star review and you write in there that is like perfect, or it came fast or whatever, just give a 5-star review, man. Don't hurt my shop because you don't believe anything's perfect in the world. Like, yeah, I get it. Yeah, clearly nothing's actually perfect. Well, it's like weird, right? Because it's like they say it wasn't great. I hate that shipping is a parameter for reviewing a shop. Because like sometimes they're like, oh, the package got lost, but the seller worked it out and like sent a new one and I got it. It's like, dude, I have no control if your package gets lost. I'm not the fucking USPS. I'm not walking to your house myself. Like, how am I supposed? Like, how can I control that? Like, it should not be a reflection of my shop that the USPS loses your package. That's a reflection of the USPS. Leave a review on their shit. if it, like, the only way shipping should apply to my shop. Exactly. It's 5-star. Even if I don't try to help, like even if I give you resources to help yourself, it should not be a reflection on me that your package got lost. You shouldn't even be allowed to leave a review. I don't know. That's just, shipping should not be a reason why somebody gets a bad review. Like, if the only way shipping should be an applicable review is if I took forever shipping your package out. If, like, you notice that you didn't get a tracking number or whatever for like 2 weeks and it said it was supposed to be 2 days or a week or whatever, then yeah, that deserves a shady review. They took forever to send my package. I get it. But if I shipped that shit out promptly and it still took, and it got lost or whatever, I'm not like big USPS, like, over here telling people to delay your package because I hate you. Like, I have no control over that. I tell that to everybody. Like what's wild was, I don't know why I refunded this person's order, mostly just because I didn't feel like dealing with it. But they emailed me and they were like, "Oh, these mugs were smaller than I thought they'd be. This person has big hands. I'd like a refund." And I'm like, "Is it broken? No?" Like, in my head, I'm like, I'm not going to give you a refund for that. But, you know, eventually I'm just like, whatever. I don't care. I don't feel like dealing with it. But it's like, the product description has the size in there. It tells you the size of the thing. Like, do some work and, like, get a ruler and measure your mugs that you have in your house and see that they're too small. Like, it shouldn't be on me that, like, now I lose money because, like, you're an idiot. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't understand. But, like, I don't know. Whatever. I'm going on a tangent. I'm not painting. Like, and you can kind of tell when, like, the mood shifts when you run a shop, because you're like, oh, it's November and I'm getting weird messages. Yeah, no, that's Black Friday for you. Like, here it comes, the shitstorm of messages of people being like, "Where's my package?" And then it arrives the next day. Can't wait for it. Yeah, but also, like, I worked in retail for, like, almost a decade, and I think people's perceptions of, I think the moment someone's behind a counter and you come in here with your attitude and like not you specifically, but like a person that's like having a bad day comes in with that attitude, you're not a person behind that counter anymore. You're just a yelling post. I don't know, an echo chamber. Like, I had somebody when I used to work at a CVS, and I had somebody like take an orange juice out of the cooler, drink the orange juice, didn't buy it yet, drink the orange juice, go to the counter and said, "Hey, I don't want to buy this tastes weird." Like, you didn't buy it. It's like, what do you want me to do? You just stole. Like, I don't know, like, whatever. Like, what are you doing? Like, you committed a felony. Like, I'm not gonna, you know, call the cops on you, but like, what do you want me to do about that? Like, you can bitch all up and down about the orange juice that you didn't buy. Yeah, people are wild, man. Especially if you work retail, you see all of it. I remember I remember when, like, mask mandates were a thing, and like somebody was talking about, like, they worked at like a Starbucks or something, and they were the only person in there. I remember reading this and thinking, yep, that sounds right. Like, they were the only person in there, and there was one other person, and they were not wearing a mask, and they were like, "Hey," the person was like, "Hey, you need to wear a mask if you're in here." And the guy's like, "Nobody else is in here." And it's like, motherfucker, the guy behind the counter is there. Like, what are you doing? Because in their head, they're not a person. They're just a service machine. And I hate it. Like, you're not a person if in that moment. It's just wild. like the lack of consideration. And that's just translated to even worse with online stores now, because it's like people now feel even braver behind a keyboard instead of in person. Sometimes people say the wildest stuff and like demand the wildest things. Oh. Dang, I lost track of time. I'm gonna wrap in like now. Yeah, just kind of add a little bit here. Yeah, I think that's where we're gonna stop for right now. I gotta wrap. It's 11 o'clock. Thank you all for turning up for the stream. I'll be back Wednesday. I'll probably be continuing this piece. Maybe I'll talk a little less and not get so distracted. I went on a tangent. Fiodo, we went on a tangent, but that's okay. I love it. Love the conversation. Thank you. But yeah, we'll be back Wednesday. I'll probably do more of this because it has to get done. So yeah, same time around 9:30. I usually do like 9:30. I try to do like 9:30 to 11 ish Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, 9:30 on Wednesday. I'll probably be back, and maybe I'll do another one during the week, maybe Friday. We'll see. But yeah, thank you all for coming out, and be good to each other, and we'll see you Wednesday. Thank you again for stopping by. Thanks for chatting, Fiodo. See you later, everybody.